Sure this is good. I'm getting out of here. Alright, cool. Sure this is good. I'm getting out of here. Cool. Alright, cool. Sure this is good. I'm getting out of here. Cool. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of OnChain and UnCut. We took a little break, had to fly out and see the family. Even though I worked the whole time, I felt like I was having an affair with my MacBook. Literally tethered to my iPhone, sneaking off into empty bedrooms, locking the door behind me. You know what I mean? It was quite the adventure, Ryu. I know you completely relate with that subject right there. Thank you so much, my brother, for coming on tonight. We have Waxel Ninjas. Mr. Ryu has joined us so graciously to go over his collection. We will be doing that in full detail. The chat is live, so guys, if you have any questions, feel free to pop those in chat. Hopefully it's connected over here. Do you guys see this? Hopefully it's popping up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you through the wild world of Waxel. This project is very, very thorough. They have lots of things coming up as well as going on. So I'm excited to learn more about it. Me and Ryu actually did a collab with Oliver, with the clowns, that recently sold out. So thank you, brother, for that. That was very much a fluid project. It was very easy to work with you, and you handled everything essentially. We just provided the art, so thank you for that. Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself? I know a lot of your community is going to be on tonight, as well as rewatching this that know you already. But for the viewers out there, tell us a little bit about what got you into NFTs. And where you are in the space and where you're headed, and then we'll kind of jump into your website.
All right. Thanks for having me here. I'm Ryu. I'm 33 years old. I'm one of the co-founders of Waxel Ninjas. And yeah, I got to the NFT space like, I would say at the end of last year, but I'm in the crypto space since end of 2017. So I just invested, and then this year I just thought, well, why don't I start something on my own with two friends of mine, and we just gave it a go.
Absolutely.
And now we are here.
Absolutely. Were you in the boom of the 2017? Were you in the boom where you rode the wave?
Yes, I would say like 99% thought that we will go to the moon, literally. 100K Bitcoin, it will never end. And then we saw the crypto winter of 3 years.
Show me your Lambo keys, bro. Where's your Lambo keys?
Sure. Maybe out of plastic.
Yeah. No, I get it. There's that GIF where the guy's driving the cardboard Lambo with his feet. His feet are pedaling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was actually living abroad. I was in South America, and I was gambling on March Madness college basketball with Bitcoin when it was at $300. So yeah. I mean, I know I went through 4 or 5 Bitcoin gambling on basketball, and you know, hindsight's 2020, right? Hindsight is 2020. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. This is overdue. I know we've spoken on voice, but it's very nice to put a face with the name, and especially after doing that collab, bro. That collab was the one. I mean, very limited run, and the artwork you did on that. I know you put 30-something hours into it. So yeah. It was.
I just learned by doing that stuff. I didn't went to an art school or something like that. I just thought well, I can't draw, but I could maybe throw around some pixels, and started this year, and now I'm learning everything on the go.
Yeah, you should see me. So, I made a staffing change about I guess it's 4 weeks now. That portion of my relationship was involved in the website and some of the technical stuff. So I'm learning on the fly as well. I mean, you should see me. You should see me build these websites in the morning time. Yeah, I'm not a developer by any means, so I can relate. I will say, Ryu, your work for what you just described. I mean, you could take that sentiment that you just described there of, hey, look, I'm not really an artist. I kind of throw some things around, but man, your stuff was. You guys had a big sell. I mean, when you guys launched and dropped, I mean, it wasn't a minuscule drop. I mean, you guys did some business. So congratulations. I mean,
thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean that's big. That's big. Let's jump into it, man. Let's talk about these ninjas. Tell me. I know you're a part of a group, of a team, but where did the Waxel Ninjas collectible come from?
We just thought to. I talked with a friend of mine. Look everywhere, all these NFT projects, and I'm sure we could also do something. And then we both liked pixel art in general, and thought, why don't give it a go with something like this? A little small dude that is doing something, and people like ninjas. Why not start with ninjas? And further down the line, we already mentioned this in our roadmap that we want to get more than just ninjas, that there are also maybe common Vikings or I don't know, magicians, whatever, could be everything. And yeah, this is like just the first base, and they will be the first settlers in the Waxel world, the ninja continent. And when everything works out next year, then maybe another continent will pop up with new guys.
So that and I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because I know we kind of have a plan here, but you're speaking to the Waxel world right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will say this. Not only are they adorable, I mean, it's kind of like this pixel art, you can really do a lot with it. We have birds doing degenerate things that they're just adorable enough. Just like these ninjas, what I will say about your ninjas, especially since we all live on Discords, your ninjas make the best emojis.
Thanks.
They make the best emojis, and I think if somebody is just in your server and has Nitro and is able to get your emojis to take, cross-chain into different servers, I think that's a big draw for you. I've got a mod, Christian, who all he does is emojis. Like he's like, please make me more emojis. Please make me more emojis.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I think you're right on time with what you're doing. We'll talk more about your roadmap coming up, but you said that the ninjas is kind of the start. Is there a conception of a broader 30,000 foot view of this project that, I know this ninjas now, I know in the future it could be, like you say, magicians, etc. Is there a broad view of what you're looking to get to? Is there an end game of where you're trying to go?
I guess in this space there is never an end game. I'm more like of the type of guy to just build brick after brick after brick, like have a vision for like 1 or maybe 2 years and just start building. I mean, the space is changing so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are away for like 2 days, you think that you didn't get like 2 or 3 weeks of stuff that you are missing. And this project popped up and this is new and that other thing. So just have a plan for like 1-2 years and start small and see what you get done week after week after week.
Yeah, I think you've got the right idea, and we're here to talk about yourself, but I relate to that so much with Agora. If you can't pivot in any business, whether it's real life, whether it's virtual, whether it's retail or it's a commission-based type sales position or whatever, if you're not able to pivot and kind of roll with the times, like you say, you know, you can go to the bathroom, you can come back to your Discord, and it's a rug pull. You know what I mean? Like literally, you can't sleep. So yeah, I relate to that so much. Tell me, and I know everybody that's watching now probably knows, but you're doing the majority of your business on Nifty currently, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So everything, are you taking advantage of this new market that's coming up? Are you going to start trading in Nifty? Have you gotten stake? Did you stake the amount and all that good stuff?
Yes, we are a level 3 staker.
Okay. Good.
They announced that you will be able to buy packs and get tokens, and you need, I guess, 45,000 was it tokens to be level 3, and we pretty quickly decided we have to get these packs and get to level 3. I was even on vacation and said to my wife and my friend that was with me, I need to be online at that time, because then they drop the packs, and I have to make sure that we get the 45k tokens, so we are level 3 and can be totally in the game of the Wax ecosystem, because it's still very small. We try
now's the time
be one of the big players.
Yeah, now's the time to get in, because, you know, I'm getting Oliver whitelisted, verified in all these projects, but I'm starting to consider getting AGORA, just, you know, talk to Sven at Atomic Hub and like all these guys at Nifty, and just get it verified and whitelisted. I don't really have a collection, but just now's the time to do so, because it's just going to get harder and harder and harder and harder as we go.
I mean, it already takes like weeks to get verified, because there are so many people and collections that want to participate, and the guys over at Atomic Hub and Nifty Blocks need to check them all manually if everything is correct, and the art really belongs to the people that say that want to start the collection. So
absolutely,
it can take a while until you get verified, and there will be more people, not less, in the space.
I found something cool out about level 3 today, that if you do a collab with somebody, there's a tool in there to do a profit share. Did you know about that? I didn't.
Yes.
I never knew about that.
I also didn't knew it from the white paper for this, but in one of the podcasts where Juan, I guess, was in the podcast, in the interview, and then he just dropped it. Yeah, by the way, you can do this and that, and nobody knew about this. That's pretty cool, because this makes things easier to make collaborations.
Absolutely, and I think when you have something that's so multifaceted as a marketplace, it's hard to talk about every feature. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think a lot of features that are underutilized, like let's just say, just for a broad example, the auction on Atomic Hub, the most underutilized feature on Atomic Hub. Now, you know, do we want notifications when you get a trade offer? Yeah. Would we rather have, you know, a way to schedule things like auctions and sales, and be notified when something sells, and, you know, not just have a random wax amount show up in your wallet and you got to go search and see what happened. But yeah, I think a lot of features are about to be fixed, and I'm really excited for the future of Nifty, and Atomic Hub better watch out, is all I'm going to say. So let's get back.
You also could see that Atomic Hub started to move now faster after Nifty Blocks, because now there is competition.
Imagine that.
What is very good for the whole business.
Imagine that. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to kind of get complacent when you're the only player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, they can wait on us, because where are they going to go? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, well, let's get back to ninjas. I don't want to ramble before we talk about your ninjas, because these things are killer. Tell me where you want to go. Do you want to go to the rarity table or the world? Tell me.
Yeah, we can just skim over the rarity table.
Okay.
Because in the Ethereum world, there is a lot of tools in one page where rarities of new upcoming collections get added, and you can see how rare the NFTs are that you get in these kind of drops, but in the Vex ecosystem there is nothing like this. So we had to build something on our own. So we came up with this solution where all the 10K ninjas are. You can see them there, and you can also, if you click on the magnifying glass, you can see the image for the. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You can see how it looks like for ID number 1. The ninja looks like this, and you can also click on the atomic coupling. Then you get to the market, and you can see if is this ninja still in the pack, or is it somebody has it, and you could make an offer or something like this. And also you can with the rank number, you can see how rare someone is.
Now, are you do you have an in-house dev, or did you contract a developer out to build stuff like this?
We did this on our own.
Okay.
I'm a QA engineer. What I learned for over 10 years now. I'm not the best developer, but I can throw things together.
Okay.
And this wasn't that hard, but for the Waxel world, we hired 2 devs that will help us with this, because I have no idea how to write smart contracts. This is a totally new world. I can come up with concepts and do UI stuff, but not writing smart contracts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's beautiful, man. You know, I took.
And for the nerds, the statistics there.
It's awesome. I took the very low tech, like with the clowns and the rarities, because I cut my teeth on Ethereum, so I'm used to properties. Like, I want to know how many have a blue nose. I want to know how many have a bow tie. I want to know what percentage have this, etc.
Yeah.
So I tried to bring that in, but I built mine into the back end of Atomic Hub, so you kind of have to go to each one. I don't have this beautiful layout of this, and then especially this part, Ryu. I really like this part. You can put a you can put a face with the name, and then if you don't have it, you can go get it. You know what I mean? So it's and it's very user friendly. I'm sorry I haven't been to this page before. I've just been on your main page browsing around. Yeah, this is nice, man. This is very nice. So go more into the world. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, this is pretty much the big thing that we are working on now, and it's super complex. Initially we wanted to have the Waxel ninjas and then the Waxel world, and we wanted to make a land drop where everybody knows lands are the coolest thing that you can get in the NFT world. But we decided we have these 10K ninjas, and why not use them pretty much as land plots? Like they are the base of the Waxel world. If you have one, you will generate, you will search for new citizens. And if you have, for example, 5 citizens, then you could give them a profession. You can open like the Waxel World News too. There is the infographic. And we have a picture for this. Yeah, if you click on this. So pretty much you have the Waxel Ninja at the top right, and you will find like 1 citizen every X hours. And then when you have, for example, 5 of these, you can give them a profession like a miner. And that miner profession will be able to search for minerals. And depending on chances, it could find iron or bronze, silver, gold, whatever. And with these materials, together with materials from example from the lumberjack that finds wood, you could create a pickaxe, and that pickaxe you could equip to the miners, so we can find stuff faster or more rare stuff.
So it sounds like you've kind of pulled pieces from different things. Like a little bit sounds like Minecraft, a little bit sounds like a staking type scenario, but not really. It's still in game format. It's very gamified. This is interesting.
We wanted to have like gamified NFTs, to have more than just look at them. And we also don't want it to, like many of other projects are doing this right now with a token that they generate like every day. For example, the Cyberkongs, I guess everyone knows them because they're the hottest thing on Ethereum right now.
Yeah.
Where you get 10 bananas each day, and these bananas are worth like $100 each. So you can make a lot of money. But we want to make it the fun way.
Yeah.
With NFTs, materials, and then you build stuff together.
Yeah. Yeah, I worry, and I'm not here to talk about other things, but I worry about the sustainability of something like that. You know what I mean? I know there's a way that they they get, there is an end point. I think at 1,000 or something, because they mate or whatever. But there was a whole article written about tokenomics, and actually somebody shared it with me last night. It's a slippery slope. Let's call it and that was my position when I was going to go reverse. I was going to go phase 2 would be go to market, go get liquidity, add to Alcor. Well, I reversed it and did phase 2 first, and provided liquidity and added value, and then sent out a smaller sum, which I think is the right way to do it. So it's a slippery slope. So.
And you have to make sure that the NFTs or the materials that you create there will keep value.
Yeah.
That's why we added the mechanic that the professions that you make, like in the real world, at some point you get too old and can't work anymore. So your miner will be burned, and then you will have to create a new one.
So everything has a timestamp on it.
Yes.
Got it.
We don't know for how long, maybe 30 days or 60 days. We will have to see, find the balance between it makes fun and it's not too much.
This is live in the next 3 months. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, we hope so.
I don't want to put pressure or call you out, bro, but I did see that right there. Every time I start to type a date, my fingers start to sweat.
But without a date, you will think of this. We can do it maybe next month or next month. But with that, you get a bit more pressure. And
yes, sir. Yeah.
As I said, we try to build week after week after week, and we will start slowly and then add more stuff. So it will start with a small base. We will see how it works, how people like it, get feedback. Maybe we need to adjust things before we start scaling.
Sure. Yeah, there is that beta phase you got to get through. I mean, it just totally is what it is.
The space is new. I never did a game. I know. I'm just a gamer my whole life. I know how games work, but I never did one on my own.
I know, bro. I know, and this is something I've talked about with many people over many months. Is I think there's a level of forgiveness between not only the creators that we're working together, but the creators in the community, because we're all so early. It's all so new. And, as we work, if a deadline or a target or a goal needs to be pushed out or adjusted, I think there's a level of forgiveness for now. I don't think it's always going to be there, but it's all uncharted waters at the moment. And
totally.
So
that's why we also keep our people updated. We every 2 to 3 days we say, currently we're working on this, or now we are doing this. We went into this kind of issues and we try to fix it. And what is your feedback? We want to build this together with the community, because that's what I totally love about this NFT space. People are very helpful and engage with you, and not like the old school world where you wait for a game, they drop it, and now play it, and that's it. I want to give the people kind of a saying, a voice to help us build this together.
Yeah, it's a real cool space, man. I wouldn't. There's a reason I'm 100% in. It's just this only comes around once in a lifetime for anybody.
Yeah,
this kind of situation, and I'm in it to win it. I'm not going anywhere.
For me, this is the internet started. Now you can build. I was too young to take part in building the internet. Maybe I can take part in building the blockchain NFT space.
This is 1997, my friend. This is what this is. This is 1997. Tell me a little bit more about and I know we've kind of cascaded along the ninjas, where to buy them, the world, how they can kind of, evolve and mine, and then there's going to be utility. Tell me a little bit more about the ninjas themselves. There's different types, correct?
Yes, they have they have 5 races. Human is the most common one, then the orcs, undead, elves, and demons. And before we had the 10K drop of the Waxel ninjas, we started with 250 avatars. We dropped 225 some months ago. This was our very first drop. We had like 200, 300 people on our Discord, and we're very small. And we just wanted to see, are people even interested in our NFTs? And we sold all these avatars in 7 hours. And we thought like, wait a minute, that went pretty quick. We thought that we will need weeks before they sell out. And then people started trading them on the secondary market. And the craziest thing that happened was one day before the 10K Waxel ninjas have been dropped, someone bought 30 avatars on the secondary market. This was his very first buy, a completely new account. And he pretty much said an avatar costs now at least $100. And we're like, wait, what? What is happening here? And then he even went on and bought 150 Waxel Ninja packs. And we were just blown away how someone could spend so much money for something we did. We
it's humbling.
Never thought that this would happen.
It's humbling, right?
Yeah, it's totally. We were completely blown away.
I watched, I was there to see your drop, and I watched the amount of money that passed through you guys, and I was very impressed. I mean, you conjure something out of your mind. You do the roadmap and the plan, and it's very thorough and thought out. You can tell there was no shortcuts taken or no corners cut.
Nope.
But even with that, right? Even with that, for it to become real, I know your feeling. I mean, I've worked plenty of Ethereum projects, my own. Now we got AGORA. Now we're doing presents with Oliver, and now we got birds, and we got things everywhere. But yeah, you get nervous. Is somebody gonna like it? I mean, are we gonna sell? Are we gonna sell anything? And then you've got one of the most success. Like from what I remember, you have like one of the most successful drops, like that I can remember on Wax. Outside of like a Graffiti Kings that's holding 4 million followers on Facebook, and 80,000 on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like when you make it relative to your position, I was very impressed, man. This is great. This is great.
At the moment, not many packs are being sold, but I guess it's just because there is not much utility, and we don't really care. We just building further the Waxel world, and guess when it's live, more people will come in. We will see how it goes. We are not here only to make money. We are here because it makes fun, and we hope that we get a bit of wax in our wallets and can live of it.
Yeah, if you're in the right mindset and you're doing it for the right reasons, you will succeed, and you put in the work. That's all there is to it. We've had sales drop off. Now we're consistently selling daily again. It's just if you weather the storm and you believe in what you're doing and you put in the work, I mean, you will not fail. That's just
there can be one day where one big influencer finds your project, makes a tweet about it, and you sell out in an hour. You saw this plenty of times in other projects. Maybe this will someday happen for us. We will see.
Absolutely. So you're not a unfamiliar with a collab, are you?
No,
you
we
collab a lot. You collab a lot.
We like collabs. Yeah.
Yeah,
We did the first one with Todd from Pixel Labs,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did the second one with you. You can see them at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Ninja Poly. That's probably one of my favorites. He was just so cool. He was just so cool. And yeah, I mean, it's everything you've done thus far is the right way, bro. You know, you haven't and this is
These are our Waxel friends.
okay, so there's Bozak, there's Crypto Stash. Is that Senor Lupe?
Yes, this is Senor Lupe.
Okay. Yeah, man, this is really cool. And you're thorough, man. You're kind of like, and I don't want to compare you with other projects, but like Roman Punks and you are very like thorough. Like you guys are real. I mean, y'all are totally different, but the thought that you guys have put in these projects, I mean, it's crazy. Tell me about Halloween, bro. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're in spooky season. It's October, or better known as Spooktober. And also the Waxel Ninjas want to dress up for Halloween. And on the 31st will be on Halloween. There will be a new drop with the Waxel Ninjas that are dressed up for Halloween. The first one you can see here is the Scarecrow, the pumpkin on his head. You can also see the subtle glowing in the pumpkin. And we are going to go for at least 5 costumes that there will be there. You'll be able to buy a pack, and you will get one of the costumed Waxel Ninjas, and we will see if people want to collect every single one. Then people will be able to trade them. There will be not a high price tag on these, just for having fun, for promotional reasons.
Yeah, I put your Nifty blocks. I'm assuming it's going to show up here in your drop page. And
yes,
Nifty?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, this is I don't know why I didn't have this pulled up, but this is where you guys can go and find everything. I just popped it in chat, and I'll probably edit the video description and put that in there as well. Yeah, man, this is wonderful, man. And the thing I really like about your project, not only are these things cool and cute and have utility, now they're going to be like mining, and you know there's going to be I'm sure tokenomics involved in the future, but you're going with the times too, just like you know you're not stopping.
No.
Just like Halloween. I mean, of course. I mean we're I don't want to overspeak, but Agora and Pixel Labs is probably going to do a Christmas special. These kinds of,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is life for me, and for the people I'm close to. I mean, we live within this space. You know, I've got to, like you're doing, I got to hydrate and remind myself to hydrate every once in a while and go to the gym. But outside of that, man, like this is where I live, and you and everybody in my Discord and on Twitter, like those are my friends. I really don't. I mean, these are who I hang out with, and the time you spend with the people around you, it needs to be quality, and it needs to be optimal and efficient for what you're doing. You know, not getting caught up in the drama on social media, keeping eyes forward, blinders on. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not here to rant, but that's where I'm at, and I feel that's where you and several other people that I've had on this show, hang out in our Discords, et cetera, are. If you guys aren't already, I linked this. Go give Waxel NFT Pixel Art Collectible on Wax Twitter a follow. Dummy account, obviously, I'm following you. And then their Discord also is in the video description as well with a link. And I think I linked it right to welcome for you, Ryu. So they should pop up right there. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I mean,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, it's great to see projects like this. There's lots of people out there right now that are, they're finding another animal and they're putting a hat and a pipe and a sunglass. The generative projects, like I'm just over it, man.
I can't see another animal generative project.
Yeah.
If you make a generative project, please come up with something new.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah. I agree. Like, make it 3D, augmented reality or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man. Anything else you want to talk about?
I guess that's pretty much it for Waxel. That's everything we have for now.
What's a 60-second outro for everything you've got coming up? Obviously, you've got the spooky month, as you call it. Is this the latest thing you've got going on and upcoming?
We are the Waxel world is pretty much the main focus we are doing, and the next drop will be the Halloween one. And here and there we will have collab drops, and of course new Waxel friends will be added.
Okay, and well, let's talk about that for a second. So I see them, but I don't really know about them. So Waxel friends is obviously you can buy them on Nifty Blocks. Tell me.
No, you can't buy them. This is just a group photo. If you go back and you click on more info where Waxel friends is, to the link. Here we can see every single one. These are one-on-ones for the people. So Stash got his one, Bozek got his one, Joel got his one. These are only one-on-ones for our friends. And Polly is also there.
Well, hell, now I'm jealous.
Yeah. Maybe you will also get one.
Oh my God, this is awesome. So you're making this as a thank you to the space kind of thing, like
yes.
We see you out there hustling and grinding. We'd love to make you a ninja kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. So
Stash was the first one we asked, would you like to have a custom one-on-one Waxel Ninja for you? And he said yes, and then we just made one, and then we went on with this.
Does this on Nifty, the family photo grow, or is it stuck there? Like if you added somebody?
This is the first one, I guess. When we are at 10, we will make the next group photo and then go on with this. Understood.
Yeah, that's a cool idea, man. See, it's little things like that I think separate lots of projects. It's not groundbreaking, but little things like this, man, are really cool. Especially when you're paying.
That's the cool thing about the Vax ecosystem. You can do these small drops that cost like $1 or $2 because there are no transaction costs. You couldn't do something like this on Ethereum right now.
Yeah. And I think, bridging that gap, we kind of went back into Ethereum with a partner collection of the clowns, and we've got some cool things coming up that are going to be both. It's going to be the same collection, but both. And I think the main goal there, Ryu, is not necessarily to get Ethereum and Wax money, but it's to bring Ethereum money to Wax. And, like, it's cool to sell on both blockchains and be blockchain agnostic, but what I'm really rooting for, we talked about it the other day. Maybe we should have a Polygon. Maybe we should, go this way. Maybe we should go that way. What I really want to do is I want to bring so much exposure to Wax that not only it inflates our coin and puts it at a value it should be, $2, $3, $4, but it also brings the attention. Like with Nifty Marketplace opening up, right? Like this is stuff that people need to see. They shouldn't be sitting in their tower somewhere saying, "Well, if it's not Ethereum, I'm not interested." You don't understand, man. Like the utility, the ease of use, the low barrier to entry, everything like that with Wax, like it's for the people, and it's for especially some of these like really good artists that don't have a lot of funds or backing or exposure or just getting started. Like, this is where they should be. They shouldn't be hoping to sell their Ethereum piece for $3,000, waiting 90 days for it to sell. They should be creating 100 of them, the same thing on Wax, pricing it at a higher point, and you know what I mean? Like, I could ramble on about this forever, but we're in the right space, man. We're in the right space. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Wax is the way. You know, I could move everything to Ethereum right now, but that's not where I want to be. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think the gas fees are sustainable. I don't think the price points are sustainable. I don't think the projects are sustainable. I don't think a lot of it over there is sustainable. And I think a lot of people are just throwing everything they can into the pond full of fish, ripping out those big bass. Well, it's going to dry up sooner or later. And I want to be in a space with people like you, people like Todd, people like Oliver, all my people in the community of Agora, your community, like everybody we work with on a day-to-day basis. Hey, bro, you want to collab? Cool, let's do this. No, I got it. I'll cover the drop cost. No, I got it this time. You covered like that doesn't happen over there. Like they have a community within the projects, but outside of those projects, you don't see a lot of them like conversing with one another. I mean, it's like, oh, you're a Bored Ape, and I'm not saying anything bad about because Bored Ape's got a really good project, but like it's either you're a Bored Ape, or you know, you're one of these generative projects, and you go and hide in that Discord, and then you think about new ways to elevate that project. It's not elevating the space or the blockchain or everyone around you. And I think that takes the whole point of being in this sort of space, in this opportunity so early. I think it takes the whole luster of it away, just going and putting, like I said earlier, blinders on with one project and one direction, and not really looking at the overview of the entire space. And I think that's what Wax is. And I think everybody in the Wax ecosystem has that sort of view. And I'm done rambling.
Mean, Ethereum popped up, then Cardano popped up with NFTs, then Solana. Now Tezos is some kind of popping up, I guess. And in the near future, Wax could also pop up with a lot more people coming in when they really get to know how easy it is to join this ecosystem and create stuff.
Absolutely. And I do. I went so far off the deep end. February, March, April, May, you know, Top Shots, VV, 3 OpenSea accounts, Rarible, you know, Foundation. Like, I went way out there. I've got the Tezos, I've got the Algo, I have it all, and I have pages within each. There's something that always, and Ryu, and I don't want to keep rambling because this is your show, but I will say that out of all these communities, and I did when I was in Ethereum have the same viewpoint of Wax, because you go over there, you know, you're used to spending $90 on gas, $300 to $500 is a good deal for a piece, and $90 is okay for gas. You know, if you get $40 of gas, you're literally like fist pumping. You know what I mean?
Today.
It was a good day. So I think it's easy for people, especially newer people coming into this space. They see all the lights and the cameras and the social influencers and all this, and they're all talking about Ethereum. And then even if they open a Wax account, they look in there and they're like, oh, well, that's selling for $1, and then it sells for $3 on the secondary. Because they're not close enough to it to see the big picture. So I get it, because I used to think Wax was the second-class citizen as well. but I didn't know. It was ignorant because I didn't know anything about it. I just saw the prices. I saw the secondary. I know there was movement because I'm a trader. I know there was movement. I know that coin gets pushed around a lot, and I know there's lots of activity. But I looked at the price points, and even, I think it's kind of like we go back to tokenomics. People would rather have 100,000 of something with low value than 1,000 of something with high value. You know what I mean? It's the psychology of humans, I think. And I think people are going to find out real soon that they should have been over here, and they're going to have that moral hangover, that guiltiness of, man, I spent $10,000 in gas over the last 12 months when I could have had like a whole setup on Wax for $10,000, Anyway, I'm done rambling. We're here to talk about ninjas, and I go rambling, but I just get so excited about it because it's literally the best blockchain for artists, creators, and projects alike that want to really make waves. I mean, getting listed on AGORA right now is not hard. Yeah. I mean, it's not. Getting whitelisted, there's a little bit of a line, but it's not hard. And these bigger projects on Ethereum, they're going to throw their money around when they want to be whitelisted over here and jump line, but they could have got it the easy way. And I just think it's a matter of time. Todd and I talked that it's going to be, a year from now, 18 months from now, like when we see this huge influx, we're already here. We got our houses built. We got a good foundation, I think we can kind of take a breath at that point.
People will be just able to come over to our house and take a look.
Yeah, exactly. Well, brother, I've got an auction to get to. I know you've got a whole world to build, so I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to collab again real soon, sooner rather than later.
Sure.
Yeah, I would love to. You were such an easy business partner to work with, and it was just great. So let's get working on that. And everybody, I appreciate you all tuning in, as always. Catch it on the rerun. It will be archived on our YouTube channel. I will adjust the links and put your Nifty blocks in there as well. So
thank you.
It'll be easy access for everybody. I will catch you all, guys. We're going Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Thursday, we've got a show lined up for you guys. It will be an Ethereum show. Didn't talk too much shit about Ethereum today, I hope, but we will be having an Ethereum guest on Thursday. So, Ryu, thank you so much for joining on. Congratulations with your project. It's outstanding. It's thorough. It's well thought out. It's beautiful. Just congratulations, man. It's outstanding.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on, my friend. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you guys sooner rather than later. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.